episode 113 I reviewed the Hori Beretta M92FS Target HPS82 light gun for the Sony PlayStation. In the current episode I present the successor called M92FS Target Inox HP2-22, which was made for the PlayStation 2 and solely supports Guncon 2 mode. The name choice isn't very smart, as the gun tries to look like being nickel-plated, rather than looking like being made of stainless steel. Like its predecessor, the gun looks and feels very nice. This time though, the gun was made out of plastic and isn't as impressive anymore. The change in material, however, allows the gun being much lighter. It just weighs 368 grams, which is 244 grams lighter than the predecessor. The superiority to Hori's first gun will be a recurring theme of this video. Another example of it is the positioning of the buttons. As for the Guncon 2 compatibility, the number of buttons is of course vastly increased. New are a second button at the slide catch, a button at the handle and one at the heel of the magazine. The hammer of the gun works as a D-pad. Whereas the slide catch acted as B button on the predecessor, it and its neighbor button act as start and select button respectively on the Inox gun. B is now mapped to the button at the handle. A is still mapped to the magazine release button. Resident Evil Gun Survivor type games work surprisingly well with this layout. The C button at the heel works charmingly well and I am very glad for its inclusion. With a detachable cable, the gun is connected to a sturdy, high-quality reload paddle, which is mapped to the C button. The paddle itself is then connected to the console. The trigger of the gun feels nice and now actuates much earlier, which is one of the most important improvements of the gun. The accuracy of the gun is good and the precision is very good. The former issue with the dead zone at the bottom of the screen is almost resolved. The dead zone is now so tiny that most probably no games will be affected by it. Personally, I love the Beretta M92FS Target Inox HP2-22 and I'm very glad to own it. I can't say anything bad about it. It looks very nice and plays well. If you are looking for a PlayStation 2 light gun and don't need additional fire modes, auto-reload features and don't plan to use it on PlayStation 1 games, then I can clearly recommend this controller. The box is rather plain and simple but pretty, which matches the gun perfectly. On the box we can see that Hori got a license agreement with Les Trois Pylons, better known as 3P or Cybergun, which at that time held exclusive licenses of various well-known weapons manufacturers to sell mock-up guns. The back of the box goes into detail on how to connect the gun with the console and TV. This is the end of the review. My name is Ben. I thank you for viewing.